Now, as equal partners, both our nations must recognize our mutual responsibilities. So here in Mexico, you've embarked on an ambitious reform agenda to make your economy more competitive and your institutions more accountable to you, the Mexican people. And as you pursue these reforms, I want you to know that you have strong support in the United States. Because I believe, that people all around the world deserve the best from their government. And whether you're looking for basic services or trying to start a new business, we share your belief that you should be able to make it through your day without paying a bribe. And when talented Mexicans like you imagine your future, you should have every opportunity to succeed right here in the country you love. And in the United States, we recognize our responsibilities. We understand that much of the root cause of violence that's been happening here in Mexico, for which so many Mexicans have suffered, is the demand for illegal drugs in the United States. And so we've got to continue to make progress on that front. I've been asked, and I honestly do not believe that legalizing drugs is the answer, but I do believe that a comprehensive approach, not just law enforcement, but education and prevention and treatment, that's what we have to do. And we're going to have to stay at it because the lives of our children and the future of our nations depend on it. And we also recognize that most of the guns used to commit violence here in Mexico come from the United States. I think many of you know that in America, our Constitution guarantees our individual right to bear arms. And as president, I swore an oath to uphold that right, and I always will. But at the same time, as I've said in the United States, I will continue to do everything in my power to pass common sense reforms that keep guns out of the hands of criminals and dangerous people, that can save lives here in Mexico and back home in the United States. It's the right thing to do. So we'll keep increasing the pressure on gun traffickers who bring illegal guns into Mexico. We'll keep putting these criminals where they belong, behind bars. And so we recognize we've got work to do on security issues, but we also recognize our responsibility as a nation that believes that all people are created equal. We believe it's our responsibility to make sure that we treat one another with dignity and respect. And this includes recognizing how the United States has been strengthened by the extraordinary contributions of immigrants from Mexico and by Americans of Mexican heritage. The Mexican Americans enrich our communities, including my hometown of Chicago, where you can walk through neighborhoods like Pilsen, Little Village, La Villita, dotted with murals of Mexican patriots. You can stop at a fonda, you can hear some mariachi, where people are inspired by the deep faith of both our peoples at churches like Our Lady of Guadalupe. And we've got a Chicago in here somewhere. And we're so grateful to Mexican Americans in every segment of our society for teaching our children and running our companies and serving with honor in our military and making breakthroughs in science and standing up for social justice. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. told Cesar Chavez once, "We are brothers in the fight for equality." And in fact, without the strong support of Latinos, including so many Mexican Americans, I would not be standing here today as President of the United States. That's the truth.